Hello. Yeah, anyone? No one's joined yet, so I won't know if anyone's viewing it. If anyone's watching, let me know in the comment section if you all can hear me. Nothing to see here. Hello. Yeah, I think it's working. So my plan is that if no viewers come, I'll just turn it into another decoloniality discussion and discuss Walter D. Mignolo's book. Hello. Yeah, all audio is working. Okay. First, I want to address the fact that my channel went to 1.2k subscribers already, and just before I had released the Kantara review, the channel had about 670 subscribers. So that's a huge jump in the last 36 hours, for which I'm hugely thankful. And I'm also hugely thankful for the people who are supporting me for the last 3-4 months. When I started this channel, they have constantly been conversing with me, supporting me by sharing my videos, commenting on all videos, holding discussions. And we also have a Discord community where we are discussing things. Thank you, Nobita Lulu. And there have been we have had a very close-knit community on Instagram with just about 390 followers, and with people with whom I regularly discuss stuff, and they correct me on a lot of things. They discuss a lot of things with me, and they inform me on a lot of stuff. Sairam Mojada, thank you, brother. Thank you, Kal Pahelia. And so I'm hugely thankful, and because of that close-knit community, that's one of the reasons why I used so much F words. Actually, I don't even use so much F words in my other videos. In that particular video, I used so much F words. Because I did not know it was going to get so many views. I thought it's just a close-knit community of a few 200 to 50 friends on Instagram, and they don't care about F words that much. And I was feeling very aggressive that night because of a particular conversation with a friend and a close person. So I was in the middle of writing that entire script while having a very fierce debate. So that kind of spilled onto the video. Abhi na ki khabar, bhalo khabar. হ্যাঁ সেটাই, এই খিস্তির ব্যাপারটাতেই আসতে হবে. So now I need to address why I use F words, and addressing some people's concerns that since I'm a Bengali, they expect me to curse less somehow. If I had been a Punjabi or Haryanvi who curse anyway, they would not have expected this. So there's a misconception among non-Bengalis about Bengalis, because what they see, what they know of Bengalis is what they have seen portrayed in media, mainly movies, and Satyajit Ray and Rabindranath Thakur. You have to remember, there's a distinct, only single class of Bengali people you have seen all your lives. That is mainly Ghoti. Ghoti are people who did not come from Bangladesh, who have lived here all their lives, and who are mainly upper middle class Brahmins. So they are very interesting distinctions. And since I'm none of that, I'm a Vaishya whose grandfather came here from Bangladesh, dirt poor. They were dirt poor even in Bangladesh, and they came here dirt poor. And then my parents worked hard, and therefore now I'm having the luxury of doing podcasts and stuff. Now, that doesn't mean that they taught me F words. It's just that my surroundings and upbringing has been different, mainly because I have been bullied all my life. Firstly, for having dark skin when I lived in Kolkata up until class 7, and I lived 4 years in Kalimpong, where I was bullied for being a Bengali. But what you see when you think of Bhadraloks are people who have never set foot outside Kolkata, or only have gone for a holiday in Darjeeling or a holiday in Himachal, or maybe if they're rich enough, a holiday in Switzerland. But they will talk about oppression of minorities and Black Lives Matter all their lives. They have never actually faced oppression, and they don't know the nuances of racism. I know the nuances of racism. I have faced racism. I have Nepali friends who defended me even back then, and I have Nepali friends now who used to bully them, who used to beat me up, and now they are my friends. So racism is a very nuanced and strange thing to address. But my point is that when you are being bullied, you cannot address it by being a bhadro fucking Bangali. You cannot go up to that person, or when the person is up in your face, you cannot tell them that, excuse me, kind sir, would you mind not bullying me? That's not how a bullying situation works. And if the situation is going on in Bengali, you're not going to tell them, দেখুন বাবু মশাই আপনি আমার সঙ্গে এরকমভাবে কেন বুলি করছেন আমাকে. That's not how it's going to happen. You are always going to say, গাড় মারাচ্ছ বোকাচোদা. And then it's going to lead to fights, and that's how a bullying situation is managed. But the people who you know of as Bhadraloks, they are upper middle class Brahmins who studied in Loreto Convent and the biggest and richest schools in Kolkata, where they were not bullied, at least not for their skin color, nor for being Bengali. Maybe they were bullied for some other reasons, but not to this extent and not for these particular reasons, and they didn't have to counter their bullying with their words and their body. I did that. That's why my vocabulary has changed forever. Shravyamin. Okay, thanks guys. So that's what I wanted to address about my F words. Now let's get into decoloniality, shall we? But I do sincerely apologize for all the F words. I'm not proud of it. I did use excessive F words. I have never used so much F words in any of my videos. Yes, Bangla, exactly. Some guy had said that chodo ye sab use karo instead of fuck. That guy was one step ahead of me. So, and especially since a lot of older people of my parents' age, they came and watched the video. That's why it got out of hands, and that's why it's more repulsive, and I'm pretty ashamed of it, and I apologize, and I'll try to not do it anymore. Bokachoda, bakchod, for all non-Bengali in the chat. Yeah. Let's discuss decoloniality, my favorite subject. Where's the screen share button? Last day we ended at a very nice, interesting spot. Walter de Mignolo, one of the leading scholars of decoloniality, whom J.S.I. Deepak has quoted multiple times in his book. We are discussing his book, Darker Side of Modernity. Okay, I need to keep the comment section open. Why don't the Tollywood represents Mangal Kavya in a Kantara way? I wish they did. This question that why doesn't Tollywood do this and that? There's no end of answers to that. Shivam Chaudhary, I read your comment that you are Bengali as well. So there are countless problems that Bengalis face. Because, see, we are a very Sharia compliant state. Okay. Anything that asserts Bengalis as Bengali Hindus, that's not going to work. It's just a fact. They may know it or may not know it, but it's a very Sharia compliant state. Here, liberalism is Sharia compliant, Marxism is Sharia compliant, and atheism is also Sharia compliant. So forget asserting themselves. Now the only asserting they can do, what they are coming up with now, is the recent phenomenon of that after the Mominpur violence especially, some people have been saying that because Mominpur violence was so obvious and in your face and some journalists got arrested, which is exactly why I didn't comment on it. I knew they were going to get arrested. So now they are saying that, because even the so-called liberals and leftists have had to make some comment on it. Now they are saying that the day Bengalis get rid of this Hindu Bengali, Muslim Bengali mindset, and the day they just become Bengalis, that's when all problems will go away. As if there is any historical basis for that. Bengali has essentially always meant Bengali Hindu, fortunately or unfortunately. You read Sir Syed Ahmed's works in the book India, Bharat, Pakistan by J. Deepak. Pages after pages, speeches after speeches, Sir Syed Ahmed Khan goes on to distinguish between the words Bengali and Muslims of Bengal. Every time he says the word Bengalis, he is meaning Bengali Hindus. And he has said Bengali Hindus are weak, Bengali Hindus are coward, Bengali Hindus are creating troubles. But he says Muslims of that land, Muslims of Bengal, etc. Whenever he says the word Bengali, he means Bengali Hindus. Now, a liberal Bengali might argue that, so what, that narrative may have been in the past, but now we can create a new irreligious Bengali out of thin air. So be it. That might be a legitimate argument, but I just think there's no basis for that, and it will always fail. Because if the day comes when your ship is sinking, there will be people who will come to chop off your heads, and you will still feel happy because of one person from the other side who maybe gave shelter to you during the ship sinking. But most people are not going to. Most people are going to want to kick you out of your homes and send you in a different country or state, like it has happened multiple times to Hindus all over the country. Abhinav, Tollywood is equal to Bhadralaks. Yeah, pretty much. And it's run by Marwaris. SVF is essentially Marwari. And the people who are the creators in that industry hate non-Bengalis. But they run that industry with the money of non-Bengalis. So it's screwed up. So Shivam, that's why Tollywood won't be able to do it, because it's a Sharia compliant state. Okay, wait a second. How to have that OBS as comment section? I lost it. Wait, let me just find it. Like the Kashmiri Pandits. Yes, obviously. And see, no other place in the entire Indian subcontinent, in the that is the Bharatiya Hindu civilizational state, no other people, race or ethnicity has had a continuous 300 to 400 years of Islamic rule. Only Bengalis have faced that. And that is why the fear of Muslims, which I designate as truly Islamophobia, they actually have the fear, although phobia means irrational fear, so it's okay, it's not Islamophobia. They truly have the fear of Islam drilled into their veins, which is why they are Sharia compliant, which is why you discuss anything on planet Earth. You discuss a keyboard, you discuss a computer, you discuss economics, you discuss caste, you discuss a guitar, you discuss a dog. Everything you discuss, the main conclusion that they will always draw is, whatever the problem, whatever the solution, the Hindus were to blame, Muslims were the innocent people who got victimized. That is the conclusion they start with when they start discussing anything in their lives. And that has come out of that Sharia compliantness, because they know it's the Bengali civilizational memory of 400 to 300 years of Islamic rule, that no, do not open your mouth on that topic. Discuss everything else. Discuss Black Lives Matter, discuss Paris, discuss Palestine, discuss Indian Army, discuss Kashmir, discuss AFSPA, discuss Dalits, discuss education, discuss fascism, discuss Hindutva, discuss Trump, discuss Biden, discuss Obama, discuss environment, discuss veganism, discuss mutton et jhol. Because for a lot of Bengalis, the biggest achievement in their lives is that they had mutton on Navratri. So discuss all that. Do not open your mouth on Islam. Okay? That is the thing. That is the inner voice that goes on. What the sentence I just said, I was acting that voice out. Hello sir, how much did you like Kantara? I liked it enough to watch it tomorrow again. I have already booked my tickets. I'm going with 2-3 of my friends. 2 other friends and my father. 4 of us are going. So yeah, it's a Sharia compliant state. Ayush Kumar Singh, from which state are you? And another thing about Kantara, uh, so far it's not really a huge hit, in at least in Kolkata, as far as I've seen the Book My Show things. But I think it's picking up every day, right? And now Diwali is coming. I think Ram Setu and Black Adam is... Ram Setu is pretty much screwed. But even Black Adam will get a little affected because of Kantara. Are Bihar bhai. Bihar is our old friends who get unfairly hated by Bengalis. Every time there's a Hindu-Muslim riot in Bangladesh or Kolkata, it's Biharis who stand up and retaliate. That, okay, you are beating up our Hindu brothers in Bengal, we'll kick you out from here. So, as far as production budget is to collection amount is concerned, I think by that ratio, Kantara has the possibility of becoming the greatest hit in Indian movie history of all time, because people are saying that it's going to get to 250 to 300 crores easily. It's made on 16 crores, and now they are dubbing it in more language, so that's, let's say it will touch 20 to 25 crores. They are even translating it into the Tulu language, I heard, which is the language of the people who have been shown in that movie. That's such a beautiful action by Rishabh Shetty, man. And so I think that 16 to 25 crore movie is going to touch 500 million. I think it's going to touch RRR numbers. There's no reason why it shouldn't. And that's going to be a huge, hugely disproportionate collection. And that's going to break all records in the history of Indian cinema. Who is Congress President, Kharge or Tharoor? आज डिसीजन हुआ क्या? आई थिंक खड़गे देन, बिकॉज आई हैड सीन सम पीपल पोस्टिंग अबाउट खड़गे. राम सेतु में वो लास्ट सीन बाहुबली का कॉपी किया है, प्लस बैड वीएफएक्स इन लास्ट सीन. बॉलीवुड का वीएफएक्स छोड़ दो, एटलीस्ट टॉपिक अच्छा था. आई वुड हैव सीन इट इफ आई हैड नॉट स्पेंड माई मनी वॉचिंग कंतारा 2 times. आई वॉज गोइंग टू सी राम सेतु. आयुष कुमार सिंह, यस. Abhinav, the prime example is that Bengali Bhadralok celebrate beef eating but not pork, as is not it's not part of Sharia. Yeah, there is actually another justification they will give, that is based on the numerical majority, the made up numerical majority. What they think is that since 80% of India is Hindus, therefore Muslims are oppressed, and therefore we should not be hurting Muslim sentiments by eating pork as much as we should hurt Hindu sentiments by eating beef. But what they don't get is, first of all, minority and majority based on religion, for these decisions cannot be played if you are going on repeating the word secular, 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 secular all the time. Because you equate irreligiosity with secular, then why would you deliberately hurt the sentiments of the so-called majority by eating beef, just to test their fascismness? That should not work on a theoretical level. But other than that, the fact that Hindus are a majority is a big joke, because the Bengali Bhadralok is Hindu, all Marxists are Hindu, all the Brahmins in Bengal and Delhi and South Bombay are Hindu. Who gives a shit? The truly religious Hindu, in which even I don't fall, because I have never attended a puja in my entire life, but at least people who I associate with the Hindutva mindset, because there are a lot of people who do a lot of puja and all, but don't think Hindus need survival. That's the most hilarious part. That's the a little blindfolded religious Hindus. So even I can't count them in this majority Hindu idea that you are talking about becoming fascist. So who is the so-called Hindu fascist majority then? Let's say 47% or 46% of people who voted for BJP. Maybe I can count that. So how is 46% of one country standing up to a religion who is 18 to 20% in India and is the majority in the rest of the world? How is this the majority? So their idea of what is a majority is wrong in to begin with. The prime example, yeah, I read that. Shamonnoy Shamanto. What is the possibility of decolonial study attract public attention? Yeah, this is my favorite topic to discuss. I think it's going to happen in the next 10 years. Because have you seen Desai Deepak's book launches in DU and even his speeches in DU previous to that? There are some students from DU who follow my Instagram channel Indic Consciousness, the link of which is given in the Instagram in the description box. All those people are first year, second year, third year kids. And even my channel, the highest percentage of viewers of my channel, do you know what it is? 18 to 24, not even my age group. I'm 31 years old. So the largest chunk of my viewers, 18 to 24, are following this channel, which is mainly based on exalting Jaisai Deepak. If I make 10 videos, in 8 videos I'll talk about how awesome Jaisai Deepak is. So when these people are going to become PhDs and professors, decoloniality is going to be the order of the day, if all goes well. Mama Shakuni is here. Bhata 1K ki, yes. Mama Shakuni is a person whom I don't know personally. He calls me Bhanje and I address him as Mamaji because of his name here. And he has been a huge support. He comments on almost all of my videos and shares my video with other people, and also comments on other people's videos and addresses my channel. There's that great channel called College Street Kolkata, and yesterday he even went on writing in other people's comments as a reply that go check out his other videos, not just this film review. Thank you for that. How do you view the... Okay, Solanam Icopersium, you had commented in my Bilawal Bhutto about the Bargi issue, right? I have written a reply to that. Check that out. How do you view the use of partial differential equations in the social sciences? I have no idea what that means. If you explain to me a bit of that, I'll maybe explain it further. Wait, I think I missed some comments above. Wait. I eat pork in Eid and Bakri Eid every year. Yeah, if you want to stay alive, don't. At least don't mention it publicly. Wait. The comments are going up. Wait, I'll check out some comments. What is the possible... Yeah, decolonial study. I think it's happening in the next 10 years. Decoloniality is going to be the main go-to theory. Why Bollywood does not support Kantara? Well, because they are... It's hitting them where it hurts. They are feeling pained, shamed, and they are feeling poorer because of these movies. And they know in their hearts, no matter how much money they spend, they can't make Kantara. It can't happen with an empty fucking skull where there is no brain. Instead of brain, there is just a few pages of Urdu poetry by Javed Akhtar. It's not going to happen. You give Bollywood 400 crores, 500... See, every time a film studies graduate, every time someone becomes a film studies graduate, SRFTI, FTII, or Jadavpur University, they think that I'm just waiting for the budget. Because of capitalism and oppression, I am not getting a good producer who is a connoisseur of art. That's why I'm not getting the budget, and that's why my Oscar is stuck. Just give me the budget and I'll bring home 5 Oscars right now. That's the view most filmmakers have, film studies kids have. But that's not the case, and that's evident from Bollywood. Do you see Bahubali? Bahubali is so steeped in Indian episteme. You cannot have Bahubali with just good story writing skills. You have to be a master in Indian episteme. You have to be a master of Indic texts, Itihasas, Puranas, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Gita, everything. Bahubali cannot happen without that. And Bollywood cannot do that because no one in Bollywood has that kind of training. Good story and Bahubali is not the same thing. Bahubali's story is not even 100% original. Bahubali is a mixture of Lion King and Hamlet adapted in an Indian setting. So that kind of story anyone can do in Bollywood. But how are you going to steep it and soak it in Indian epistemology? With the kind of training you're supposed to have, what Rajamouli's father has, V. Venkatesh Prasad. So the same with Kantara. You give Bollywood 500 crores, 600 crores. How are they going to get that training? They will have to hire Rishabh Shetty to be the lead counselor or advisor. Rishabh Shetty, if Rishabh Shetty becomes a chief advisor of some sort, or Rajamouli or V. Venkatesh Prasad, they become the chief creative advisor of the entire movie, then that kind of movie can be made by Bollywood. Otherwise, no one in Bollywood by themselves, they cannot make these movies. It's out of their skill set altogether. Okay. That's why Bollywood can't support Kantara, because they know they're losing their ground. Okay, just let's make this a little reminder that I have a UPI ID given in the description box. If anyone wants to support me financially in these efforts, they can. Okay, I'm looking a little upwards because my webcam is here, but my face is showing on the monitor. Lol. And the UPI ID is Nirajan Shah 83 at OKGFC Bank. So if you can, if you can send some donations. Okay, let's see what are the other questions. Nice, I love so many questions. What is the possibility of decolonial? Yeah. Okay, now Ayush is saying people like Dhanush, Prabhas, Rana Daggubati, everyone, major people supported, but no support from Bollywood. Yes, Bollywood is insecure. Yes, that's exactly it. Bollywood is insanely insecure. They are shivering. They're quivering with fear right now. They know they can't stand up to this. They can't make anything better than this. They can't even make anything like this. This is out of their whole world. Okay, what do you have introspected in the burqa hijab movement thing since the Supreme Court intervention? See, whatever the court proceedings are, let them go on. But the basic point is, I don't care about whether Muslim women have to wear burqa or hijab or jeans or scarf, because I am a Hindu citizen. I'm bothered about Hindus being safe in India right now and for the next eternity. I don't want Hindus to become a lost culture like all other pagan civilizations in the world. And for that, burqa does not feature in my mind. I don't care. I don't care about reforming them. I don't care about reforming Muslim men or Muslim women. Let them wear burqa. Let them wear hijab. Let them wear jeans. Let them wear a gas mask. As long as they don't come to chop off my head, I'm fine with it. And especially what Deepak has been going around debating, not going around, he had one debate hosted by Diana Ek of all people with that Nalsar professor, a Muslim lawyer professor, and they agreed on this thing. That Muslim professor of law was saying that why is the judiciary getting into what is essential and not essential? Why are they thinking that they are the experts? And remember, this is going to come to bite back Hindus in the ass someday, because it's going to be used on us. So this is not essential to your religious practice, so screw it. Already we have lost so many of our customs. Dahi Handi was banned, Diwali is getting banned. So all those things are going to be used against us. So why bother? Let them wear hijabs to school. It's their problem. Let them make their own reformation. Why are you being Raja Rammohn Roy for them? राम सेतु में वो VFX कॉपी है. Kharga preached Aryan invasion theory. Oh, yeah, entire Congress is founded on Aryan invasion theory. Why Bollywood not support Kantara hijab movement? Bhrata, I eat pork. Okay, Nobita Lulu. OBC and SCs are the best Hindus, only they always stand up. Yeah, exactly. We have an OBC prime minister and a tribal president, but it can be accused of being tokenism, but that's not nothing. All these Bajrang Dal, Ram Sena, all these organizations are entirely OBC organizations. That's why sociologists don't solve caste. They can't stand Narendra Modi. They can't stand the pronunciations of Ajit Bharti, Jaipur dialogues, people like these with a slightly Bihar and UP accent. How are they going to solve SC and ST oppression? How do you view the... Okay, you need to elaborate on that. Wait. Yeah, it's true. I think... Wait. Wait, I scrolled down too much. Wait. Yeah. I'm 26, so from your age group. ভাই তোমরা তোমাকে বলছি বাচ্চার মতো দেখতে. I thought you are of my age group, 25. Yes, a lot of people say that, and that's because I work out, I do intermittent fasting, and I'm vegan from 2015. I eat eggs once in a while because I've been stuck at my home for 5 years because of an accident I had. Shravya Amin, I'm 21. I like these young people viewing my channel. I like the old people also. Yeah. So I'm 31. Bhadralok are not only Brahmins, Bengali. Bhadralok is equal to Brahmins, Kayastha and Boidho. Yeah, true. This thing I don't know. Kayastha and Boidho, what do they come under? Vaishyas, or are they Brahmins as well? Oh, or they're scheduled castes, right? Yeah. So, but they do have more privilege than Bangladeshi immigrants who had to come here because of Muslim aggression. Mama is here for you always, mere bhanje. Thank you. Yes, I read that. Okay. Congratulations for 1K. The last video got instantly viral. Yeah, that was something. Partial differential equations are a mathematical tool used in building mathematical models for sociology. I don't know. Is it going to work? See, so far what I've understood is sociology in itself is a very anti-Hindu discipline. Anthropology is in itself a very anti-Hindu discipline and anti-pagan discipline. The only way to repair the field of sociology is to use a decolonial lens. Whatever, in every step of the way, if sociology is academicians and professors and PhDs and students use decolonial lenses, we'll be fine. Otherwise, we should defund sociology from government universities and colleges. Yeah, it's true. I think even I came here from Mama Shakuni's comment on JD. Nice. Shamanna Shamanto, what's your take about our boomer generation's total ignorance and lack of interest in the history of West Bengal, the partition, the bloodshed, and the refugee crisis on the east bank of Ganga? See, they don't know that they're ignorant. That's the biggest problem. They have read up a lot because they think quantity over quality matters. I'll guarantee you that anyone from the boomer generation, if they have had a minimum of middle class to upper middle class upbringing, they have read about maybe 40 to 50 books. They have read hundreds of articles on Desh and Anandabazar on partition, on the horrors of partition. But what have they learned from those articles, and who were they written by? And those books, all of them were written by Marxists and people studying in the discipline of post-colonial lenses. And their conclusion has been either there was fault and blame on both sides, or two, Hindus are to be blamed because of casteism, and casteism led to Islamic invasions and conversions and everything, and Muslims are not to be blamed. That's the conclusion they have drawn. Or কিছু লোক ধর্ম নিয়ে রাজনীতি করে. That's the sentence everyone will use. All the people who have read 50 books on this. I guarantee you, they don't know that they're ignorant. That the problem is that they don't know that কিছু লোক is 95% of that section. That কিছু লোক ধর্মনীতি নিয়ে রাজনীতি করে, সেটা কিছু লোক না, সেটা অনেকটা বেশি লোক আর কি. So they are aware that they are ignorant. Hi bro, agnostic chele. Lots of Bengalis coming. Hi. Ayush Kumar. Bro, Rajamouli sir is in different league. Yes. Wait. I again scrolled up too much. Hi bro. Yeah, Ayush Kumar Singh is saying Rishabh Shetty built a small temple and they did not eat meat for 2-3 years. And Rishabh Shetty, yeah, someone was saying that he went vegan. And Rishabh Shetty said that he was possessed while performing Climax, bro. Yeah, high possibility. RRR's Rakshit, Rishabh and Raj Shetty are pride. Yes, they are. Agnostic Chele, congratulations. Agnostic Chele. Oh, by the way, it's Pramod here. Changed my DP and username. So Chele is a Bengali word for boy. So I thought you were Bengali. Rashti is saying, what is your view about the movie 1770 based on Anandamath by Bankim Chandra? The person whose creative brainchild it is, Ramkamal Mukherjee. I was a background score composer for his first movie. It was a 45-minute film. And it was my first background score work as well. It's called Rikshawala. It's on a very small OTT platform. It's not my best work because it was my first work. So his name is Ramkamal Mukherjee. He's the creative head. So I think there will be some good stuff. But the even bigger thing is that the guy who is directing is the assistant director of Rajamouli himself and has been the assistant in Bahubali 1 and 2. And why is that important? For two main reasons. One, he has learned from Rajamouli, hands-on experience. Secondly, having VFX, how to apply VFX, how to do a scene with real effects. What's that called? I remember the term. How to fuse VFX and with real life objects in the scene. Learning that thing is a separate skill set. And that knowledge has to be gathered with time. And Rajamouli is now good at it with Bahubali and RRR. Even Bahubali is not perfect. Even RRR is not perfect. Remember that one scene where the tiger is coming. That one scene is pretty hilarious. So even Rajamouli is going on learning as he's going on, as he's progressing. So Rajamouli started learning about how to apply VFX with Iga and Magadhira. But Bollywood is learning about using it now. Although Ravan had it, but that was just an exception, I guess, because they have not replicated that kind of VFX anywhere else. And it was not such VFX dependent movies. But if they are going to do Pauranik Kathae, they have to be more VFX dependent. So Bollywood is going to have a tough time with applying VFX in a movie. But this director, I forgot his name, who has assisted Rajamouli and has seen hands-on how to treat a scene and how to do it with real life objects, props, or with VFX. He has that knowledge. Therefore, 1770, I have really high hopes from. 1770 is going to be, I think, pretty awesome. I lost the tracking. Bye with a wish, Pramod, bro, Rajamouli sir. Yeah. What is your view on sir? Okay, now Ayush is saying, bro, Rajamouli sir is in different league. Even Hollywood admires Rajamouli. Yeah, and because especially Hollywood has realized that, oh my god, we used to make these kinds of films and now we don't. This is why I've always hated Deadpool from the day it released. I did watch Deadpool 1 because a few friends were going and it was a joint thing. And but other than that, I've hated that idea, making fun of your own heritage. That is their heritage, right? That those kinds of epic superhero movies, laughing at that as if you are above that. You are above epic movies now. You are above those cool actions. You are itna bada. Okay, I don't want to curse now. So I want my action heroes, no matter how crazy their and beyond physics their superpowers are, I want them to be serious and I want them to relish those super physics, supra-physics superpowers. Which is why there's a villain called Deathstroke, whose parody is Deadpool. Okay, Deathstroke is the villain in the web series called Arrow, which is based on the superhero called Green Arrow. Now, the series got a little funny and weird in the last 2 seasons, but the first 2-3 seasons, it's so awesome, I can't tell you. So, Deathstroke is insanely well portrayed over there in that series. And the parody of that is Deadpool. But just because Deadpool happened, and also it was parallelly happening, all of the Avengers series all started doing that. They laugh at their own jokes, they laugh at their own intensity and seriousness. That's very distasteful to me. Those kind of Hollywood action movies were the go-to for people in the liberal families like ours. See, I have known many Indic-minded people now for whom they don't need motivational speeches. You ask them, what do you do to increase your focus? What do you do to tackle tough situations? They say, I read the Gita. That is absolutely foreign to me. I can't believe what they're saying. So what about the people who did not grow up with a religious upbringing? What were they going to look up to when they faced a tough situation and had to fight their way out? Or let's say had to handle bullying. Our heroes, our point of reference was these supernatural and with super physical properties, physical capabilities of Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Fast and the Furious things, Dwayne Johnson, these people. Now Hollywood is starting to laugh at them. So now I have RRR, and people who have been missing those things, they are going to watch our movies. You can't help it. That's a separate skill set, making those movies, and it's a separate audience base who needs those kind of films. And remember, the main problem with colonialism, the West, and Abrahamic faiths is they create the solution, then they sell you the problem. Now they told that our religion is superstition, our religion is casteist, there's no point of religion, secularism is great, irreligiosity is great, atheism is great. Now we are identityless kids who have been brought up with no reference points. And now who's our identity reference points? Some round obese person who is beautiful in her own way. And apparently is a strong woman. So RRR, films like RRR will always have a place in history and in filmmaking and entertainment. So Hollywood, that was just first part of the question and I already said so much. Just see the way he has evolved over years. Yeah. His whole family is so religious and talented. Urdu gave no awards to Iga. Okay, I haven't seen Iga. I have just seen the VFX breakdown of Iga. That VFX might not be perfect, but the ideas, the creativity behind those ideas, how does he come up with this? That's so insane. He has so much creativity, so much hard work and skill set now, and he is steeped in Indic episteme. No one can beat him. Your views on partition of Bengal 1947. My family was from Noakhali, oh my god, and was a victim of the riots. I am sorry for you. You have my condolences. Most of my family was from Dhaka, poor. They were from the villages of Dhaka, and only my mother's side, my maternal grandfather was from Moimansingh. Views on it. What are that? It should never happen again, and we should never forget what things led to those things, and we should not come up with bullshit statements like there was blame on both sides, caste was to be blamed, and some people do politics with religion. Those are not historically accurate. So if anyone repeats those sentences in front of you, destroy them in debate or stop talking to them, or remember that these are the people you'll need to counter with your narrative, because these people are the biggest threat to Hindu survival. They are going to give the intellectual cover fires to people who want to kill you. Okay. The decolonial lens could be used while making assumptions of the models. Yes. What's your point of view on American oppression, bro? Americans never like any country rising. Yeah. Now they are worried about India's economic rise, UPI and IT sector. Yes. Americans supporting Pakistanis now. Yeah. But they can't save themselves. They're screwed. They have a lot of problems for which they don't have any solutions. They don't know how to survive wokeism. But I think in 2022, in November, their congressional elections are going to happen and the house is going to flip. I think it's going to become entirely Republican. And in 2024, I think Republicans are going to gain the presidency again. And my prediction is that Ron DeSantis will become the president, who is right now the governor of Florida. If he wins the what's that called, primaries, that is, I think that's going to happen. So it's going to reverse a little bit of the narrative on wokeism, but in their hearts they have lost it. They can't defeat wokeism, they can't defeat Marxism, and they can't defeat that intellectual section of Islamism, because they are so much in cahoots with Marxists. They don't have a solution to these problems because it's new to them. It's hardly 5 to 6 years old in their country, okay? And but we have been facing that for 75, 80, 90 years. And we have built up a immunity for that. And also, wait. Exactly. That's the problem, why they don't realize they're ignorant. I want to mention another point which I forgot. Let me remember it. There's another problem that Americans don't have a solution to. That is, okay, I can't remember. Brain freeze. Let's see, if I'm going on talking, maybe I'll remember it again. Abhinag, Kayastha is equal to mix of Kshatriya and Brahmin. Okay. Vaidya's mix of Vaishya and Brahmins. Okay. Yeah, but since that element of Brahmin is there. Have you heard about the anti-Brahmin riots in Maharashtra following Gandhi's death? Yeah, Chitpavan Brahmins who were massacred in about 3,000 to 4,000 in numbers. My grandma was a toddler and narrowly escaped death in 1948. Yeah, and that's why Vivek Agnihotri should have made a movie on this, because everyone knows about the Sikh riots. No one knows about this riot. It's not a riot, it's a genocide or massacre. Raghavar Voltore. That's a T right. My above monitor is too far away from me. Namaste. What is your Bengali view on Bengali movie industry? It's very unfortunate that I have to even comment on it, because I am a music producer, music programmer, music arranger, sound engineer, background score composer by profession, and I have to work in this industry. Not that I'm going on getting work all the time, but I don't see any hope in the near future. And they have a certain kind of view about what films are supposed to be, so they'll go on making those movies. And Bengali film industry is I don't like watching those kinds of movies. That's the first problem. And even while the Kantara movie was going on and the intermissions came, I was feeling a bit of heartbreak and a little bit of shame that, oh my god, what am I seeing and what are the intermissions showing? Because they showed a lot of Bengali movie trailers in the intermission. What's your POV of American oppression? American was never. Now they are worried about India's economic rise. Let me see if I can remember the American point. Thankfully, I just remembered what's the another problem that America has no solution to. That is their mental health crisis. Because they have given into the hands of the mental health mafia. Because mental health now means just go to the therapist once and get diagnosed with ADHD and anxiety. And everyone has that apparently in America. Now, that's not to say that some people actually don't have mental health problems and that some people aren't actually born with wrong wiring in their brain. And no matter how healthy they eat, how much they work out, how sorted and disciplined their life, they'll not have mental health problems. That's not the case. But it's like you meet a group of 10 people. Maybe one or two of those, two people in that group of 10 people actually need a crutch to walk. But what mental health mafia is doing is going around handing crutches to everyone. What is that leading to? The 2 people who actually needed crutch are getting benefits and health and help. But the 8 people who did not need crutches are becoming weaker than what their potential was. That's my entire view of entire problem with mental health mafia. And they're defaming and disrespecting and dissing anyone who is saying that no, don't go around handing out crutches to everyone and anyone. And they're saying you are a fascist and oppressive and racist for even bringing up the topic that everyone doesn't need crutches. Because according to them, everyone needs crutches. Because why? All these people hate capitalism, remember. 99% of people who talk a big game on mental health are against capitalism and are Marxists and socialists. So this is again that classic case that Abrahamism and Marxism and colonialism and the West, they create the problem, then they sell you the solution. So, and they also don't realize when capitalism is making a victim out of them. They hate capitalism so much, but they can't escape its trickery knowingly. Pharmaceutical industries are a $10 billion industry. They are pushing the mental health drugs on these therapists who do nothing, most of them, who do nothing more than parrot some lines out of Dear Zindagi. Why are you doing tough things? Do easy things. No need to be strong in your life. All those kinds of weak, petty nonsense. So that's going to sissify the entire nation of America. They are going to make pussies out of everyone, and everyone's going to suffer from obesity because of those medicines. They are going to face a national defense crisis because they won't find any people left to serve in the military. That's the future of America, and they have no answer to this. They are screwed out of their mind and balls. They have no idea what's coming for them in the next 30 years. Okay, I need to go now, but a lot of nice questions. I'll get to them. Wait. Have you heard about anti-Brahmin? Yeah, I've heard. Chit Pavan, what's your view on Bengali movie industry? It's sad. She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, result of folk. Oh my god, no. I'm not going near Marvel anymore. Even Rajamouli is learning experience for... Yeah. He is. Learning experience for Mahabharat, but Om Rao just made on film on Kanhaji and went on to do Adipurush, shameless Urdu, now trying to mint money by using Hindu religion. Yes, they are. And they should try to mint money through Hindu religion, but they should do it in a skilled way, not in a dumb way. But the problem is that, that director Om Rao should not have made that jump. He went out of his skill set. What do you do for earning? Are you a professional composer? Yes, I am. Not composer, I'm a music producer and arranger. Someone comes up with a tune, I give that song an entire shape, and I mix it more often than not. And I do background scores once in a while, because I don't get background score work as much as I want to. I want to do more background scores than songs, actually. Shravya, your review of Kantara has gone viral. Please talk more on it. Yes, apparently it has, I think. And I think some very nice Kannada people have shared it in their circles. Otherwise, it would not have done as well as it has. And I can't think of anything other than gratitude and blessings of all the possible deities in the world who have led me to this thing, because like I said in the beginning, just before the release of that video, I had 668 or 670 subscribers, and now the last I watched it, saw it before the start of this stream, I saw about 1200 subscribers. That's a mind-boggling jump. It cannot happen, in my opinion, with divine intervention. And let me tell you a secret. Just 3 days back, I discussed with my family, my girlfriend, that they were telling me that do not make a video on the Mominpur violence issue. And I made a 45-minute video destroying the intellectuals that came on Republic Bangla, and concluded that the entire cause of the Mominpur violence was poverty and lack of education. So, and I made that 45-minute video, and then I deleted it because I know that it was going to be used for arresting me in some way or the other, for some reason or the other, someday or the other, because that's how Bengal government works. More importantly, I knew that video could have monetized my channel in 2 days, because I knew that was going to go viral in the Bengali circle at least. But I didn't do that. So I got rid of my wish for getting monetized, and cared more about my safety, the safety of people around me, and didn't make that video. And 2 days later, Kantara review becomes viral. I don't see how that is anything other than a divine reward for looking after the interests of your family. It's too significant to ignore. Bro, Rajamouli said he didn't go to school. Holy shit. Wait, am I missing any questions? Even Rajamouli is tipped. Urdu wood. Composer, your review on Kantara has gone viral. Yeah. Ayush Kumar is saying, bro, Rajamouli said he didn't go to school. His mother always appreciated him to study more and more books. He has so much intelligence on Hinduism. Yes, he has. I am proud that Rajamouli is born in my Bharat. Yes, I am too. And remember that video, that interview he did on the stage in USA, where he is discussing that what is Hinduism? It's not just a religion. It's not a religion sense of a religion. It's dharma, it's righteousness, it's duty. Who in Indian film history has made these distinctions? Okay. Ayush Kumar is saying, I just don't understand this generation feels ashamed to call them Hindu and fellow Western culture, wokeism and Korean culture, and Urdu would making films on Western culture while ignoring our heritage. Yeah. And there's a very clear-cut reason why people feel ashamed to call themselves Hindu. It's not a mystery. It's not happened out of the blue. It's not happened randomly. It has been drilled into our mindset with 75 years of education, and that has been drilled into all our parents, all our professors, all our school teachers as well, that what is the first and foremost thing that comes to your mind when you talk of Hinduism or Sanatan Dharma? Casteism. That's the end and beginning and end of Hinduism. Caste. And not casteism of every caste oppressing the caste beneath them. It's only Brahmins oppressing only Shudras and entirety of Shudras. That's the narrative that has gone on. So no wonder everyone feels ashamed to call themselves Hindu. So you'll have to know a little more to be a proud Hindu. And every society and culture has faults in them. And they reform it in their own way. They should reform it in their own way. That's the decolonial way. Are we going to justify the brutalizing of Native Americans just because Native American tribes also fought amongst each others? Are we going to justify Africans, slave trading of Africans just because one African tribe used to beat up another African tribes? Do you know? A lot of African tribes enslaved other tribes and then sold them off to white people. It was other Africans doing that trade, at least capturing those people for the white people. So they also have inequality in their cultures and societies. So is the slave trade justified then? We are talking about the oppression, the invasions, the genocides, the massacres that happened after, while we were not so great and a culture with some flaws, but we are trying to talk about the oppression and invasions that happened after them, which were nowhere close to the kind of oppression we had before that. That was just oppression and not letting people drink from the same well, or some guy beating up some guy here and there, and that too for the last 500-600 years. 800 years maybe, maximum 900 years. Before that, casteism was fluid. But for that 800 to 900 years of flaws that came into Hinduism, we are supposed to forgive everything that happened after that. Why then shouldn't we justify slave trade and the brutalizing of Native Americans and the annihilation of the Maya civilization, Inca civilization, Aztec civilization? Are you saying then that those civilizations were perfectly egalitarian? There was no inequality. Those were the best ever. Or are we saying that there are no differences or fissures in the Jewish community? All Jewish people are equal and are happy with their entire religion. There's absolutely zero fissures and distinctions and inequalities in the Jewish community. If not, is Nazism justified then? Maybe my channel will get demonetized because of this statement I made. But that's how Hindus are viewed. Casteism tha, now fuck Hindus. I'm telling you, the only fault according to me that we have made, it's not a fault, but it's a fault on their lines, that is, we have survived. Their only problem is, why did you survive? How dare you survive? How dare you be the numerical majority? I'm guaranteeing you, the day Hindus become the minority, or become that one small tribe in UP, and the rest of the country becomes Christian and Muslim, and giant civil war breaks out, that's the day Muslim and Christian sociology students will stand up for Hindus and say how oppressed Hindus are. And Netflix will make a documentary on Hindus saying, Hindus, a lost culture. Who are these people? We have always been told Harappa was a lost culture. We have been told Egyptians were a lost culture. Everyone is a lost culture. These people just disappear out of the blue when Abrahamic faiths come into the play. Agnostic Chile. Irony is that Bengali film industry is also called Tollywood. Yes, it's... but actually, okay, Tollywood is because of the word Telugu, and Tollywood here is because of the place called Tollygunj. Actually, Tollygunj makes more sense, bro. What are your disagreements with JSD? Jesai Deepak there's one very minor disagreements with JSD, that is, he says that it does not matter if you debate and create these narratives in English or regional languages. I think it is more important that you create these narratives in English, because the people, the non-English speaking part of India, they already know these narratives, and if not, they know in the last 8 years. It's the English speaking audience who does not know these arguments, these narratives. And I think English speaking people creating these narratives are a little more important. Now, I don't want to be mistaken as the equivalent of Congress of 1947, because they had also said that we will build Congress by people who can speak English. The invitation was given away to people saying that all the English speaking people come, will join a thing called, will make a thing called Congress, and will discuss and debate and create petitions to ask us to give some representative role in the government. I am not, the only difference between me defending English versus Congress defending English is that I am not taking the superiority position that Congress took. Congress thought themselves better than everybody, better than the rest of the country, when they said that let's bring in the English speaking people and not the uneducated stupid masses. I am saying I know less than the non-English speaking masses. I am just catering and trying to change the minds and holding discussions with the minority of people in India who speak English, and I'm trying to discuss them. I am not trying to meddle with the affairs of the non-English speaking crowd. I know they have more knowledge on Indic epistem than me, and I am taking the learner's approach, and I am the humble junior in the hierarchy of languages and cultures in India. So I'm not the superior person saying English is better and I'm better than all of these people. No, I'm saying this is the only important part left to annex and invade and reclaim, because that's not going to happen with Hindi speaking audiences, English speaking audiences. English speaking audiences are never going to listen to Ajit Bharti and Sanjay Dikshit because of their UP and Bihar accent, first of all. They need English speaking voices to talk about these things. And other than that, I think most of India's mind has already been changed with Indic speaking languages people. But there's a need for more non-Hindi Indic languages speakers to come up as well. Like Tamil, for example. Kannamalai, K. Annamalai has said that he wants to create 500 leaders by 2026 who can go around debating and discussing these narratives with people. And so if Tamil is taken care of there, that's really great. In Bengali, I don't really want to do it because it's not safe, because we live in a Sharia compliant state. So let's see, maybe someday. But for now, I'm talking to the English speaking people, and that's the one thing I disagree with J. Sai Deepak on. Wait, I really need to take this call. Hello. আসছে. Yeah, my father was calling me because I need to take my dogs for a walk. And it's 10:45 in the night. Let's end this live stream today. So many questions left to go. If anyone wants to... Wait. Too many questions to go. No, I'm really sorry. How about I take a screenshot of this and I'll address these questions tomorrow. Or maybe I'll do another live stream tonight at 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. Okay. How about that? Will you all be online? Someone take a screenshot of this, all the questions left. Wait, I'll do a copy paste and leave it somewhere and I'll address all these answers. Okay. Yeah, I'll really have to go offline then. Thanks a lot for so many questions. I'll get to them later in the night. Once you reach 5K, please try to call just... Yeah, probably. Okay, thank you. Good night, guys. See you in 2-3 hours.